Hello and welcome to Monday Motivations. I'm Layla Faye of LaylaFaye.com, and I am here to equip you on our third part of the Dream Robbers series. If you've missed the first two that we've done, I've been talking to you about dream robbers, the top 5 giants that move into our lives in different seasons, can wear slightly different masks to try and hide in our lives, but we are knocking out comparison, guilt, fear, insecurity, and doubt. So if you battle with any of these dream robbers, please stay tuned. I want you to get free because each one of us are so purposed in this life, and this is not a season for you to be shrinking back or playing small. And that's exactly what dream robbers do. They tie your hands behind your back, they falsify your self-perception and self-worth, and they keep you playing small. So I want you to get a whole new level of freedom, and today we want to knock out the dream robber giant called guilt. Now let's be honest, guilt truly has a purpose in our life, okay? There is productive guilt, which is when you've done something wrong or offensible and you know it. Guilt is there to tell you, you really shouldn't have done that. And it's going to lead you to a place of forgiveness where you're going to go and pursue somebody and say, I'm so sorry that I wronged you. Or whether it's with your children or a coworker or your spouse, my attitude and I know for me, tone is always big, right? Sometimes I need to ask forgiveness for the tone that I've had in communication. So guilt has a purpose, and it is really a growth opportunity for our personality and our behavior to mature. So we want to recognize that there can be a healthy component to guilt. But when I'm talking about dream robbers, I'm talking about a specific guilt that psychologists call unproductive guilt. And it is that unfounded, shame-causing, anxiety-growing guilt that really is kind of like keeps you under the thumb, pushing you back. It is unfounded. It's quite irrational often. And for me, in my life, it has been founded in the people-pleasing camp. Yes, my name is Layla, and I'm a recovering people-pleaser. A great example of this unproductive guilt can be, say, one of your closest friends is having a birthday on Saturday, and you have to work, and you can't make it. And you just feel so guilty that you're not there. You've done nothing wrong. You're doing what you need to do and following your responsibilities. Your actions don't communicate that you love your friend any less or that you're not loyal. It is an irrational guilt. Oftentimes, guilt really plays to our self-esteem. It makes us feel bad. It can actually lead to kind of a level of high anxiety and ultimately even depression. There are clinical studies that show that guilt can actually cause physical weight gain on someone's body if they are really oppressed by this mighty dream robbing giant. We can make small of these things sometimes, but they really impact the quality of daily living. So when we can conquer and slay this giant that comes and tries to squat in your life and take territory in your mental space and in your heart, the value of who you are, we want to just get you free from that you can have soaring confidence. As people break free from guilt, they often express a greater energy, even a lighter feeling in their body, and just a whole new level of freedom. So I want you to have that today. If guilt is something that's been nagging at you, if you've got this underlying people-pleasing, I know for me as a working mother, guilt is something I have to look in the face and go, no, you're not welcome here, because there's that insidious deception that can come in that says that, if I'm working and not spending quality time with my child, then I'm failing. Or if I'm spending quality time with my child and I'm not working on my business, then I'm failing. And it's all just a lie. We're very intentional, have incredible bonds and quality time with our child. But it's just a way that guilt kind of seeps in and kind of picks at you and makes you feel less than. So I want you, the greatest ways to eradicate guilt from our life is to give ourselves permission to recognize our feelings. And so when guilt comes up and you get that nagging kind of sick in your stomach, to me, this unproductive guilt often comes with a nervous stomach, that stomach churning, that ill feeling that you're not quite up to par in specific areas. That is typically unproductive guilt. That is just going to make you feel like you're failing, that you're less than. And the best way to do that is just to go, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling less than? We can look again at that birthday example. Why do I feel guilty for not going to my friend's birthday party? Well, because they're one of my closest friends and I want to be there for them. I want to celebrate. I also feel like I'm missing out, right? Well, great, but why do you feel like you're missing out? Well, they're one of my closest friends. They're in my inner circle and they mean so much to me that I want to be there. Well, why do they mean so much to you? Oh my gosh, they are the most generous, loyal friends. They've gone above and beyond for me so many times. I want to repay them with the same kindness. Well, that's fantastic. That heart is no reason to feel guilty, right? That is, you can still love and honor your friends just because you missed a birthday party. I know I, for one, if someone wants to extend the celebration of my life, I'm okay with that. So acknowledge why you're feeling how you're feeling. Ask why you're feeling that way. Go 5 whys deep. Kind of like how I just worked that out. I don't think I went all the way to 5, but you get that aha moment that you can see the deception. You can see the weakness of the argument of these guilty feelings. Journal out how you're feeling and your answers to that, your revelation, because it's going to cause a knowledge base and a trigger point. So the next time guilt tries to come into your life, you're going to see it on the horizon. You're going to say, no, sorry, you're not welcome here. I want you to have greater freedom, be able to see these giants for what they are, call them out. That deception and lies can no longer rob you of your self-worth, of your self-esteem, and your confidence. Because you, my friend, are a powerful world changer. You are purposed and positioned in this season in life to have a great impact on the lives around you. Go, shine bright, and I'll see you online.